Let's talk about the best business debt consolidation loans. So, if you are looking for a business debt consolidation loan this year, here are the top lenders I want you to really pay attention to. First of all, you have Bluevine. So, if you're looking for a business debt consolidation loan, Bluevine can actually be a good lender for you. Okay, and what I love about Bluevine is that this is one of the best business debt consolidation option for business lines of credit. So, if you are looking for an amount that goes all the way to $250,000, and you're looking for a pretty decent APR, Bluevine can really be the one, the lender that you really need, okay? Because they are actually charging you an APR that starts at about 7.60, 7.80%. And you have about 12 months to repay the loan. And those 12 months can actually be extended. So this is really good. So if you're looking for a business debt consolidation loan, think about the Bluevine, and Bluevine accepts borrowers with fair credit. Okay, so even if your credit score is not really that wonderful, you can still qualify with Bluevine, and they do provide actually flexible funding, and they offer a lower minimum interest rates. Okay, so in terms of flexibility, you can't get better than that. On the flip side, Bluevine does have a shorter repayment term. It's not available in all states, so you first want to make sure that Bluevine is available in your state. Otherwise, you might be in it for some surprise. And Bluevine may require weekly repayments. Okay, something to really think about. So if you need, let's say, if you need a flexible funding in addition to funds for debt consolidation, a business line of credit may actually be maybe a better choice than a term loan because it allows you to borrow money as needed. In particular, I actually chose Bluevine as, let's say, the best line of credit pick because it accepts borrowers with fair credit scores and boasts also a low minimum interest rate. Okay, so just be so that's really fantastic. And Bluevine wants you to have a minimum annual revenue of $120,000, and you got to be in business for at least 12 months before qualifying for this funding. If you're looking for the best business debt consolidation loan, I also want you to think about Fora Financial. Okay, and Fora Financial is way more generous than Bluevine, and because Fora Financial allows you to get anywhere from 5,000 all the way to $1.5 million. Okay, and Fora Financial actually can be a great lender for you if you have bad credit. So this is one of the best business debt consolidation options for borrowers with bad credit. Okay, and with Fora Financial, you don't have interest rates. They talk about factor rates. Okay, and the starting factor rates is 1.13, so that's about 13% minimum. So the loan terms here you have 4 to 18 months. So that's really it's still short, but it's better than nothing if you think about it. So 4 to 18 months, okay. And for a financial accepts will accept you if you have lower credit scores. Anything below 579, they will take it. The company does have a short time in business requirements. Okay, they will accept you if you have 3 to 6 months. If you've been in business, let's say between 3 and 6 months, and they offer a large loan amount. Think about it, $1.5 million potentially. That's really good. On the flip side, Flora Financial charges a factor rate, which can be harder to calculate than an interest rate. It has a higher minimum annual revenue requirements, like they want you to be to have to generate every year $240,000. That's 20 grand. That's 20 grand a month. Okay, and they do charge you an origination fee. So something to really, I mean, the origination fee actually is about 2.5 to 5%. So basically, for a financial, it could be a great candidate for you if you have a credit score that goes even below 579. Okay, that will take you, not a problem. And the company wants you to be in business for 6 months at least before qualifying. Number three, I want you to think about iBusiness funding. So if you're looking for the best business debt consolidation loans, think about iBusiness funding. And this is actually the best business debt consolidation option for low revenue business. Okay. If you have low revenue, if your business is still struggling to generate cash, to generate sales, you can think about iBusiness funding. And here you have loan amounts that go from 25 grand all the way to $500,000. Okay. So $25,000 all the way to $500,000. And the starting interest rate is around 7.49%. 7.49%. Okay. And the loan terms go from 6 months all the way to 84 months. So that's about 7 years. Okay. 6 months to 7 years. So if you think about iBusiness funding, what I love about this lender is that it has a low annual revenue requirement. So if you're looking for a great business debt consolidation loan with a low annual revenue requirement, think about the iBusiness funding. The company offers longer loan terms and also has relatively fast funding times. Okay. On the flip side, the lender might require collateral such as a personal guarantee and a UCC filing in some transactions. Okay. They don't apply this across the board, but there are some transactions where they want you to have this sort of UCC filing or even personal guarantee. And you do have a steep late payment fee of 5%, and it has a longer time and business requirements. So startup businesses may not qualify, especially in certain industries. Okay. So iBusiness funding is actually our choice for the best lender for low revenue businesses because its annual revenue requirement is only $50,000, which is much lower than some of its competitors, including Bluevine, Fora Financial. Okay. And plus its loan term range up to 84 months, which makes it a solid option for a long-term business loan. So, however, you'll have to put up collateral on the loan, such as a personal guarantee in some cases, and a UCC filing against your business assets. You may also, you may not be eligible if you run a startup business because the lender has a time and business requirement of at least 2 years. So 2 years is there a minimum. You also have on deck. So on deck is it's a pretty interesting candidate. Let's talk about that. If you think about on deck and you're looking for a business debt consolidation loan, think about on deck. And on deck is actually is great if you're looking for anywhere from $5,000 to $250,000. Okay, this is in our view, in our opinion, the best business debt consolidation option for fast funding. Okay. And so here you have again loan amount that go from 5,000 all the way to $250,000. The starting interest rate is kind of high with on deck. You kind of have high interest rates. You're looking at 31%, and the loan terms here up to 24 months. So if you look at on deck, you have a lender that offers a low minimum borrowing amount, advertises the same day funding, and has a shorter time and business requirement. So it may be a fit for some startups. Okay. On the flip side, on deck doesn't disclose the starting interest rates, so this could be high in some cases. It requires a daily or weekly repayment schedule and may actually charge an origination fee. So this is something to really think about, especially from a scalability point of view. And so basically, on deck is a standard choice for you if you're looking for a fast funding because you may be able to receive your financing the very same day your application is approved. It's shorter time and business requirements and lower minimum loan amount of just $5,000 may also be a benefit, okay, for you, especially if you are in certain industries. Yet, because on deck only offers a short-term business loan, you will have to deal with some limitations. For one, repayment terms only go up to 24 months. That's 2 years. For another, you'll have to plan for daily or weekly repayment. So if this could be a little disruptive to your cash flow, but hey, listen, if on deck is the lender that wants to accept you, why not? So sorry about that. So the minimum credit score here, the minimum credit score when it comes to on deck goes from 575 to 625. The minimum annual revenue, $100,000, and the minimum time in business, 12 months. So at least 1 year before on deck can consider your application. Next, I want you to think about Live Oak Bank. If you're looking for the best business debt consolidation loans, this is actually a great offer. So this is the best business debt consolidation option for SBA loans. Here you have loan amounts that go from $1,000 all the way to $5 million. The starting interest rate is about 10.50% and 12.5% fixed. And the loan terms here up to 120 months. Okay, so this is something to really think about. In terms of pros and cons, the pros on the plus side, you have an SBA preferred lender, which can shorten your funding time. You have longer repayment terms available, so this is really good from a flexibility point of view. You have large loan amounts available also. On the flip side, if you think about this lender, you have a lender that's not transparent about its eligibility criteria. Loans may require a down payment, especially if you are looking for a large loan amount like above, like anything 6 digits. They may ask you to have the down payment, and funding may still take longer than one with an online lender. Okay, so basically you have to understand that the SBA guarantees loans for lenders like Live Oak Bank, which allows these lenders to provide financing to small business owners who can't obtain funds through traditional methods, right? So in particular, the SBA 7(a) loan program allows for debt refinancing. So this is kind of cool. So as an SBA preferred lender, Live Oak Bank can help you actually access loans up to $5 million, which is really high, but yeah, okay, $5 million at a quicker turnaround time than other financial institutions. And however, receiving funding for an SBA loan can still take a lot longer than with some other lenders, especially alternative lenders. And you have to also understand that the SBA allows every lender to set its own eligibility criteria. And Live Oak Bank is not very upfront about its benchmarks, which can make it hard to determine if you will qualify for a loan. So minimum credit score here is undisclosed. Same thing for annual revenue or even time in business. The best way to do this is to actually is to just contact Live Oak Bank and start the conversation from there, or just let me know in the comment section and I'll certainly help you with more info. If you're looking for the best business debt consolidation loans, I want you to think about BHG Financial. So this is another great lender to consider, okay? And this is actually the best business debt consolidation option for longer loan terms, okay? Here you have loan amounts that go from $20,000 all the way to $500,000, so that's $500,000. And the interest rate that starts at about 8%, 8.5%. And you have a repayment window up to 144 months. So you're looking for 12 years. This is really good. 12 years. This is really fantastic. So you do have longer loan terms available. You have a larger loan amount available, and no personal collateral requirements. So they don't ask you for a personal guarantee or all that kind of stuff. So this is really good. This makes BHD Financial very, very flexible. On the flip side, they're not upfront about their qualifying requirements online. So again, they want you to contact the company. So to have a conversation, okay, you do have a higher annual revenue requirements. Like they're asking you for a minimum amount of $1 million. This is really, high for some startups or even small businesses. And in some cases, BHD Financial requires a UCC-1 filing. So one thing you need to understand here is that BHD Financial's business debt consolidation loan terms extend up to 144 months. Again, 12 years, that's a lot of years. That's really good, okay? So this is actually why it's it's our best choice for borrowers who need more time to pay off their loans. So combined with its larger loan amounts and lack of a personal collateral requirement, this lender is said to be a solid pick for you if you can qualify for the loans, okay, for its loans. However, you may have a hard time figuring out if you can qualify in the first place because they don't publish everything. You have to contact the company, and also, as long as you can justify, or at least you can come up with a $1 million revenue minimum requirement. You should be good to go. Okay. So I just shared with you our top six lenders when it comes to business debt consolidation loans. I want to give you a quick overview before closing today's conversation. And so when you think about a business debt consolidation loan, you're talking about a funding process that helps you streamline all your existing business debts into one loan with one monthly payment. So consolidating business debt could help your business save money and free up cash flow. You could potentially lower your interest rate or get more manageable payments. So when you think about the types of business debt consolidation financing, you do have business debt consolidation loans, right? And you also have balance transfer business credit cards. So this is something to really think about. And if you want to consolidate business debt, you first need to find out how much debt you have, right? Because otherwise, how much can you really apply for if you have no clear idea what kind of liabilities you have on your balance sheet? So figure out how much debt you have and determine your eligibility. Every lender has a different eligibility criteria, so make sure that you qualify. And you want to gather your supporting documentation. Supporting documentation can be different depending on the lender. So it can be business plan, business licenses, tax returns, financial statements. Here I'm speaking about balance sheets, cash flow statements, the P&L, but also the statement of owner's equity. And also, you got to think about your company's governing documents, such as articles of incorporation or bylaws. Okay, and you want to compare loan options, and you want to apply for the loan once you have all the paperwork. Okay. Now, how do you compare business debt consolidation loans? Because how do you know whether you should go with Blue Vine versus Fora Financial versus iBusiness Funding or another lender? Well, you want to look at interest rate or a factor rate. You want to look at the fees. You want to look at the loan terms. You want to look at the funding time, and you want to look at the collateral or personal guarantee. So those areas should be very helpful to you. Okay. So when it comes to the pros and cons of business debt consolidation loans, you need to understand that on the positive side, a business debt consolidation loan consolidates like helps you streamline multiple debt payments into one. Your new loan may come with a better business loan interest rate or loan terms, and keeping up with your payment can help improve your credit score. On the flip side, consolidating won't actually erase your debts. Taking out a new loan can temporarily ding your credit score, and opening up a new loan may come with additional upfront fees. Okay, so think about that. And also, you have to understand that the repayment schedule can be a little can strain a little bit your budget, right? So you have to plan for those things ahead of time to make sure that you are in the right operational mindset. So, as the epilogue into this conversation, I spoke to you about the best business debt consolidation loans. I'll give you the top lenders. After that, the overview, and now the epilogue. Top lenders include Blue Vine, Fora Financial, iBusiness Funding, On Deck, Live Oak Bank, and BHT Financial. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.